Hello again, friends. Welcome to another edition of Beavertown Outdoors. I'm John. I'm out here at the beautiful Beavertown compound, and today is a very nice day. We finally, I think, broken from this cold and snowy whatever. Just got back from vacation at in Wisconsin Dells. We had a great time. There was a lot of rain there. There was a lot of rain here, I guess, while we were gone, but today it's not raining. It's partly cloudy. It's a nice day out. Not too hot, not too cold. Just right. So, you guys saw my short a couple weeks ago. I said there was 3 new pieces of equipment in the woodyard, and that there'd be upcoming videos on each of them. So, I've done 2. You guys have seen them. The Beaver Tail Trailer, the Husqvarna 592, which has been a pretty popular video. And now for the 3rd one, and I didn't give you guys much of a clue on that, other than the company sticker. It's a piece of equipment that is really a game changer for the woodyard. It's going to help me really get this, get the wood business off the ground, and be able to do a good amount of production with the schedule that I have, the time availability I have to put towards firewood business. So, just full disclosure, nobody gave me this. Nobody, just like anything else, I've never had any equipment thus far donated or given to me to show videos. Not saying I'm not open to that. So that is what it is. But for now, everything you guys ever see on my videos is equipment that I've purchased my own money. So I think the time is here to show you what this game-changing piece of equipment is. You know, if you guys know the company Range Road, I showed you guys the picture of the label. Some of you may, if you're familiar with that company, may already know what this is. But for those of you that don't, I'm going to show you. Okay, so nice little shot of the woodyard. Things are starting to get green here, which is awesome. But here we got a tote. And now I'm going to be making a lot more use of these now than I did before. Of course, I used them a lot. Now you can start to see what we got here. Well, there's a conveyor, which just a conveyor would be handy in itself, but there's what we got. The Range Road Eco Pro 300 firewood processor. This is something that's going to change the game here quite a bit. Get you guys a good shot of this. You know, I've got lots of saws, got a great splitter with the Rugged Made. Great splitter with the Rugged Made, but, you know, nothing competes, I think, with a firewood processor as far as speed. So this is the Range Road Eco Pro 300, as I said. Now it does have, I did spring for some options, and I'll get into the price point and everything on this in a bit. But it does have the hydraulic chainsaw bar, so you don't have the big pull down arm. But I do have the pull down arm if I ever, for some weird reason, wanted to put it on. I'll get you guys in here. Okay, so it's got a 20-inch bar. I think it's a 20-inch bar. Uses 325 chain, which is smaller than most of them. I mean, they usually use a 3/8. But this one uses 325. I did spring for the 6-way wedge. Does come standard with the 4-way, which is down there. The conveyors I want to say it's 9 foot. It's just a little over 9 foot. This is built in Canada, so everything is metric. I forget what how many meter conveyor it is. You know, if you know, put it in the comments, or I'll try to put it in there later. But it's somewhere around 9-10 feet. Does the standard model comes with roller infeed It doesn't have a powered in feed, just the unit itself. You know, and you do have a manual hold down for your log. You roll your log in here, slide in. Does come marked for what links or everything. Just a sticker. I think I'm gonna actually paint marks on it because the sticker wasn't put on quite right, and I don't know how accurate it really is. But the other thing I sprung for was this. Get it back up so you can see it. So this is the RR102 live deck with powered in feed. You know, I was looking at a Dyna, and I found a used one without a conveyor. Well, I was going to have them add the conveyor, and that was going to be over $22,000 for a unit with almost 500 hours on it. And not to say they don't make good product, and that wasn't a good deal or a good price, but I just couldn't do it. But yeah, this has a two row live deck. It's actually set at the smallest width because a lot of the logs I have laying around aren't full 8 foot, but is chain in feed or a chain live deck. And then it comes down to this, which is the in feed. I'm gonna get my rake out of the way. As any of you that have a processor know, there's a reason to keep a rake here. But yeah, so it feeds into these rollers, and then the rollers feed in until it gets to the unpowered rollers, and it just slides in to cut, split, and send it down the chute. Came with a 14 horsepower Kohler. Professional, so which so far has been a good engine. You know, I haven't even finished. It isn't really even broken yet. You know, it comes with emergency stop, little mounted toolbox. Now I have run this some. I got so far 2.5 hours on it, and it's, like I said, it's been great thus far. So, and here's that hydraulic chainsaw bar mechanism. This is a kit that you put on with it. The unit, you know, the unit had to be assembled. You can pay the dealer to assemble it. I did it myself, just like I assembled my Rugged Made splitter. You know, the unit comes about, I'd say about 60-70% assembled. I mean, it comes as a unit. You still got to put the tongue, the wheel, the axle. I had to put the hydraulic bar kit on. You got to do some of the plumbing and hook up the valves and everything, but most of it came assembled. I had to put the conveyor on, which wasn't too bad. It was a little bit of a challenge, but you know, with tractor it helped. But yeah, so it's got hydraulic powered conveyor. There's the lever for it down there. Does have full safety cage, which is kind of nice. That's one thing actually the Dyna didn't have. You know, and this has a bypass. This valve is a bypass so that, and you'll see when I run this, you know, when you get the cookie at the end, you're going to have the chainsaw. Once you kick the bar up, it actually automatically engages the splitter. The splitter, which, for those of you who are going to ask, is per the manufacturer, per the dealer, it's a true 20-ton. So it's about equivalent to, I'd say, I don't know. I mean, you're at a 27, you know, it's at least as much as a 27-ton big box splitter, because every one of those, if you don't know, every one of the big box stores, they lie. They lie about their tonnage. I don't know where they get it from. But yeah, belt conveyor. It's not chains, which is nice. The chain would be nice. I mean, the disadvantage to the belt is you got to keep it adjusted, make sure it tracks nicely so it doesn't tear the belt. But it does offer you one thing, which is that it's quiet. Chain conveyors, you know, if you've seen Dan or Chris or any of them guys with processors with chain conveyors, you know, you can hear from their videos, they're loud. In fact, Dan tried to slow his down on the 37D just because, you know, just because it was so loud. You don't have this problem with this. I mean, really, This is actually a fairly quiet machine, which is nice, you know, because I do have, I mean, I don't have neighbors super close, but that they are the neighbors over there. I don't want to tick them off too bad. I like, you know, I like getting along with people. Another thing this has that the Dyna didn't, I forgot to mention, is it does have the wedge adjustment. So you can go, you know, it's manual adjustment, it's not hydraulically adjusted, but you can go all the way down to a height up here. You know, that gets you, try to optimize the where the 6-way is going to hit for different size logs. That's nice. Again, the Dyna, not crapping on them, they build a super heavy duty machine, but on their entry level, the ASC 12, the wedges aren't adjustable, they're bolt on. You know, it comes with a 4-way, and you can get a 6-way, but they're bolt on. They don't adjust. So wherever it's set at, whatever size log comes through, that's the size you're going to get. You know, this I have some adjustment, which is nice. Comes in handy. You know, there is a manual control for the splitter. You just push this down. You can also use it when the auto's engaged. If you pull that up, it'll actually disengage. It'll retract the splitter ram back up. So, but yeah, so that's it. Oh, and the valves down here. This is what controls the live deck. This one controls the infeed. This one controls the deck itself. I may have that backwards. I don't remember. But yeah, so it's a really neat machine. I have, as you can see, it's been used already. As I said, I had 2.5 hours on it. You know, once you got it set up, wanted to get it dialed in before I showed everybody. A couple other features, I guess, or one other feature would be not the earmuffs, although this came with, in the toolbox, had gloves, safety glasses, and a set of earmuffs. So that was kind of neat. They provide you safe equipment, want to be safe. The conveyor is adjustable on height. You can, you know, with this winch, you can change the angle up and down. I've got it pretty well set. It does have a safety kickstand with chains, so that way it can't kick over. It's not always got tension on here. But you can change the angle. I forget what it says as far as the maximum angle it'll go. I guess it just depends on how, you know, how high you can be, and you're still getting logs out the back end. So anyway, well, that's it, guys. This is our new piece of equipment, and so what I'm gonna do, I've got a pile of logs here waiting, and I got the live deck full too. So what I'm gonna do now, I'm gonna get this started, I'm gonna get it warmed up, and then we'll show running some logs through. Well, guys, got a good little amount made up there. In that amount of time, almost got a whole tote full. Almost got a whole tote full. First impressions, this machine is great. There are some, there's some trade-offs from some of the other machines, the Yappa, the Dyna, Brute Force, a few others that make processors. There's some trade-offs, but it does the job. It turns logs into firewood, finished firewood. And it's still getting used to dialing in the settings on the wedge and everything, and but so far I think I've got it down to where shouldn't be too much resplitting to do. I'm not putting that much effort into it. The stuff you saw was pine. I have run oak through this, some maple. Does just fine with them. No problems getting through it. Maybe the oak, I think a couple of dry pieces of oak took a little more to cut through. They didn't cut quite as fast. You got to watch that you don't load up the saw too bad. But yeah, I mean it's great. But like I said, there are trade-offs. But here's the thing. So I told you how much that used Dyna, very well used Dyna, was going to be. We were upwards of $22,000. A Yappa, I think you can get around 20,000 ish. You can get a 315, their base model, which will handle, I think it's rated up to a 12-inch log. This actually is, according to Range Road, this can handle a max of a 16-inch. I've seen videos of guys maxing it out, and it'll do it. You just gotta, you gotta not beat it to death. It's made, Dyna uses a lot of heavy plate. This has got thick sheet metal and smaller plate, 1/8 inch where they might be 1/4. But here's the thing. So this machine, the base price on this machine is about just a little over $7,000. The width, as I've outfitted it with the optional 6-way wedge, the hydraulic bar kit, the table, as this machine sits, it cost me right around $10,500. And would I love to have one of the higher priced machines? Heck, I'd love to have a $100,000 machine from Andrew. It's just not in the cards, especially trying to just get started out. And there's some people might say, well, you're just starting out, why would you take on that much machinery? Weighed the pros and cons of it. I knew how long it took me to get through truckload logs. It took me a whole summer. With my schedule and just cutting with saws, splitting, it'd take me all day to do one full cord, or more, and that's not even counting stacking it. This, yesterday I ran a full cord and I was putting around with it a little over an hour. Maybe 2, because you're fighting with a little bit. This is tree service wood, nice straight logs that feed in nice, that everything can go on the table. That was me bringing over bundles of logs and actually hand lifting every one of them on there, because it's a bunch of tree service stuff that was 3-4 foot long. You get the truckload of straight 8-foot logs, which that's coming. In fact, I just got a call yesterday from the logger saying they've got a load waiting for me. I just got to tell them to bring it. That'll be, and I'll video that for you guys. You'll see how long that takes. I'm betting that's going to be a lot quicker, where all I got to do is take the tractor, load the live deck, and away we go. But yeah, for $10,000, I don't think it can be beat. That's, you just can't touch the price point. Yeah, I mean, what I guess I would equate this to, with its capabilities, the upgrade of another brand would be the Yappa 365, like Dan has at back 40. you know, but I looked at pricing that out, and with a log lift, that's no live deck, no nothing, you're at 28 grand. With a live deck, you're over 30. You know, that's, like I said, you guys can, I'm sure, comment and let me know what you think. But I think for the price point, this is a good entry level into this. I mean, it's my hope that the business takes off. I'll be making enough money that, you know, eventually I'll trade up to one of the bigger, badder processors. But I think if you're gonna make that leap to bet on yourself and invest in yourself, this is a great unit. You know, or if you're someone who, this would even be good for someone like my dad who's getting older. It's getting to be more than he can handle to sit there, cut and split and haul logs and whatnot. You know, for a homeowner that wants to keep burning wood, or maybe a group of homeowners, you know, this is a good price point. You know, good entry level. So, like I said, let me know what you guys think. Well, that's gonna do it for me here. You know, I'm gonna keep running, but you guys this is gonna be the end for you guys for today. If you like what you saw, please like and subscribe. Thank you to all my new subscribers and all the watchers that I've been gaining. Thanks to Bert from Bert's Custom Cuts. Gave me some good advice about some chain sharpening. He subscribed to my channel, which is awesome. You know, now if you can get Chris to subscribe and make some comments, that would be awesome, but not counting on it. But thank you, Bert, for that. And Tony and all those other guys who've subscribed and supported my channel. Dan, you've mentioned my channel many times on the live stream, so thank you guys for that. But I don't want this to become an Oscar speech, so I'm gonna cut it off here, guys. But until next time, take care of each other, be good, stay safe, and I'm out.